friends, and happy April. I can't believe it is already April, but the beginning of a new month, of course, means a favorites video. I have not done a favorites video on this channel yet, and I decided that it was about time to jump on the bandwagon with that. As you might notice, on my blog, I am not just a beauty person, but I am kind of a beauty, health, fitness, weight loss, Weight Watchers, housewife, everything in between type of person. So my favorites videos are going to reflect just that. It's not going to be just a beauty favorites video, but an all-encompassing things that I have been loving for the entire month. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into everything because I've got a lot of stuff. Let's get started with beauty favorites. I'm going to start with a blush this month. This is the Benefit Coralista blush, and I absolutely adore this color. And this is a blush that I have come back to so many times, and I remember why. It is just a gorgeous, gorgeous coral color, and there's nothing else to say about it. It just looks stunning on the skin. And what's weird, it's weird, but I love it, is that it smells good. This is a scented blush, and it smells amazing. This is the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, and this is in a particular shade. This is the one called Eden, and the reason I love this one, not only does it actually, keep your eyeshadow on all day, but look at the color of it. Instead of just being this clear white, it's actually a flesh-toned color, which is great because when you put it on, it gives that flesh tone color to your skin, which means me, with my chronic dark circle, gloom and doom eye problem, it really, really cleans it up and gives me a clean, fresh, awake-looking slate to work with. So I absolutely adore this stuff. Next up, I have something that I can thank Birchbox for. I hauled this in Birchbox, I think, a month or two ago, and you can't even read the packaging anymore. There used to be a label on here. Yeah, no, it all faded off. But this is the 100% pure pigmented mascara. And I love this because it's all natural. And with my eye, for those of you that don't know, my right eye has a hard contact lens in it due to some big, huge thing that happened a couple years ago. But anyway, there's a hard contact in there, and it's a very sensitive eye. And it's very specific about what type of products I'm allowed to wear on my eyes so it doesn't get like oily and smudgy and bad things happen. And this was amazing with my eye. It's very natural looking. I actually have it on today. Very natural looking. So it's nothing like va-va-voom lashes or anything, but I never need that on a typical day. I just need something that gives a little bit more enhancement to what I already have, and this does the trick. This is a great, great mascara, and I'm definitely going to be purchasing the full-size product of that. My last makeup product this month, you guys probably have heard of, but they're worth a mention anyway, and these are the NYX Butter Glosses. I have the shades Tiramisu, which is this one, and Eclair. I love that they're all named after, like, sweet, delicious things. But these shades are absolutely stunning, and oh my gosh, they smell so good. They're just natural and like your lips but better, and they're just moisturizing and stunning, and they taste good and they blend well. It's a very, very nice quality formula. There's not a bad thing that I can say about these glosses. And what's the best part is I think I paid $4.99 for them, maybe $3.99. I can't actually remember, but they're fabulous. They're absolutely fabulous. Moving on to face care, I have one face care favorite this month, and that is the First Aid Beauty Skin Rescue Deep Cleanser with Red Clay. This is to remove excess oils, unclog pores, and purify, and it's safe for sensitive skin. I have just been getting into the First Aid Beauty brand, and because I'm trying desperately to get my skin under control. It's not working as well as I had hoped. As you can see, I got a nice little bad boy right there, but it's getting there, and consistency with skincare is key, and my problem is I'm really bad about consistency. But this cleanser, I put it on my little Foreo Luna Mini face cleaner vibrating guy, and it makes my skin feel so incredibly clean. This I actually got a sample size of in one of my Ipsy glam bags a couple months back, and I was so excited about it, and this is worth the hype. I haven't quite figured out the magic formula to completely clear this up, but this helps me feel so clean, and it doesn't strip me of all of my natural oils either. I feel very deeply cleansed, but not dry. So it gives a nice lather, it gives a great feeling of clean, and I believe it's $24 for this entire container, but this is a 4.7 ounce container. This is fantastic. Next, I have a body favorite, and this is from a little brand that I found that has a shop on Etsy. I actually saw a review of this product on timtalia.com, and because of the name of the flavor, I had to check it out, and it turns out that it's this amazing little store on Etsy, and she makes her own products, and they're fantastic. This is by Purple Cat Apothecary, and this is their body butter in the scent Pumpkin Macchiato. And this is one of their seasonal scents for fall and winter. I haven't looked, but I don't think it's currently available. You'll have to check back with them at the beginning of fall. But, oh my god, you guys. This smells like, if you were to encompass what would make me happy on a typical fall morning, pumpkin flavored, coffee, relaxation, this body butter has it. As you can see, I'm almost completely out of this. I've been rationing this stuff like crazy. This scent is so good, and I'm most definitely going to be ordering more come fall when the scent is available again. Oh, it's just so good. So good. I have one hair favorite this month, and that is the wet brush. I don't know if you guys have heard of this wet brush. Let me see if I can show you the logo. Yeah, the wet brush. This thing is so amazing, and it's basically, the point of the wet brush is to be able to brush your hair when it is wet. Now, as many of you may or may not know, it is not good for your hair to brush it when it's wet. You're supposed to use a wide tooth comb and slowly get all the tangles out, and I'm going to be brutally honest, I don't have time for that. My hair gets so knotted sometimes. Even if I try, I will always go in before I get in the shower. I will brush out my dry hair so it is as untangled as it can be. But that doesn't necessarily guarantee that I am going to be able to smoothly go through my hair with a wide tooth comb and get everything all cleared away. Well, this solves that problem because this is a brush that is made to be used with wet hair. The bristles on here bend so nicely, and it's all specially created to go through wet hair without damaging it. This has turned my getting out of the shower, getting my hair ready routine into the quickest thing ever, because in a whole minute or less I can have my hair brushed through. It is tangle free and ready for styling products and blow drying and whatever else I have to do. This wet brush is fabulous. I think. Moving on, we are moving out of my beauty cabinet and into my kitchen for some food and drink favorites. My first favorite of the month is actually a K-Cup by Starbucks, and it is their Veranda Blend Blonde Roast K-Cup. And I actually got this thanks to BzzAgent.com. They sent me a box of these to try, and I love, love, love the Blonde Roast. I have ever since it's come out, so I was really thrilled to be able to try the K-Cup version of it. And I like Starbucks, but whenever I went to Starbucks, I would always get like a latte or something because their actual coffee is so bold tasting that it's got that coffee bitterness that so many people actually like. I happen to not necessarily be one of them. I like my coffees to be a lighter roast, have the same caffeination and richness about them, but that little coffee bitterness I don't really like, and this doesn't have that. They lightened up their roast, so it's still the goodness and wholesomeness of Starbucks coffee, but the blonde roast is lighter, so it takes away that bitter taste, and I love that. So thank you, BzzAgent, for letting me try this. Along the lines of coffee, we have my favorite creamer, and I'm almost out of it, and it makes me really sad. This is the International Delight Cinnabon Coffee Creamer. Yes, Cinnabon. It's awesome. And when you smell it, it smells like the delicious cream cheese icing that you could just eat with your finger. It's so good. I don't know about you guys, but I've always loved Cinnabon, and I don't really get them anymore. A, because there's not one in the mall that's near my apartment, but B, I made the mistake of looking up how many points plus values a Cinnabon is. And for one Cinnabon, it is 24 points. And you know how many points I get to eat in a day? 26. Yeah. And if you get the little extra shot of the delicious frosting that is just oh so wonderful, that's another like 6 points, guys. But the joy of this is I can get a little bit of the craving of the delicious cream cheesy icing, sweet cinnamony goodness that is the Cinnabon cinnamon roll in my cup of coffee in the morning, which is great. I actually have it in my cup of coffee that I'm drinking right now. I love it. Be warned though, Weight Watchers friends, that this is not a sugar-free creamer, therefore it does cost 1 point for 1 tablespoon of it. So I actually do have to count my cup of coffee in the morning. On the mornings I use this. So in my refrigerator I have this creamer, a regular creamer, and then I also have a sugar-free creamer for days that I don't want to necessarily count my cup of coffee in the morning because the sugar-free creamer is 0 points for 1 serving. But yeah, try this, guys. It's still in the stores. Try it. Another beverage favorite of the month is one that I just purchased, and it's just so worth mentioning already that I have to. This is from Teavana, one of their new ones for spring, and it is marshmallow macaroon. And it smells so good, guys. So good. It is sweet and fruity and got that marshmallow flavor. It's just delicious. And I actually saw somebody else post a picture of them hauling their tea from Instagram, and I was like, what? This flavor exists? I have to try it. So I went and got some, and I actually had them brew me a cup in the store as well, because you can go in and order drinks there, which is so awesome. And you can pay with your Starbucks card, which is even more awesome. And I had them brew this, and they sweetened it up a little bit, and it was just the most fruity, sweet, absolutely delicious cup of tea. I loved it. This is an herbal tea, which means it has no caffeine in it, so it's great to have in the evening. So if you're needing something sweet, something relaxing, I can brew myself a cup of this tea and not worry about having it keep me up, which is awesome. Very light tasting. Don't expect like this big intense flavor to come from it, but it's really light and just has this nice little subtle sweetness that'll take the edge off of a sweet craving, which is totally what I need. Food find of the month, and I actually already did a blog post on this product, and I will put a link to the blog post below, but this is limited edition at Target. It's a Fiber One bar, and it is the caramel sea salt bar, which is so tasty. Now, I will say this, it's a little artificial caramel flavoring, and I expected it to be kind of more flavored than it actually was, but then after a bite or two I decided that I liked the subtlety of the taste, and even if it's not like overwhelmingly caramely, and to be honest, you can't really taste the sea salt at all, but it's just a good bar. It's chewy and moist and so satisfying. It doesn't even feel like you are getting a guilt-free treat in. It's so good. And they're about yay big. Pretty good. And there are 5 grams of fiber in here. I'll give you a quick look at the nutrition information. But they're only 2 Weight Watchers points, which is so awesome. I have a couple houseware type favorite things too. And I will start with, back to my tea obsession, this is the Teavana Perfect Tea Cup. Perfect Tea Maker. The box is sitting over there. It is the Perfect Tea Maker. And I was like, well, I don't really need another thing, but it was on sale for 30% off when I went and got that tea. And I was like, all right, tell me how this works. And it's brilliant. You put your tea in here, and then you put your water in here, and you just let it steep. And it's fine. The tea's all floating around and everything's great. And then when you're ready to drink your tea, you take your mug, which I have right here, and you set this on top of it, and doing that activates this mechanism here, and it strains out all of the tea and leaves the tea leaves up in the container. How brilliant is that? So there's brilliant, and it's foolproof, and I love this. This is the best, like, 13 or 14 bucks I ever spent. Seriously. On tea, anyway. Another really random kind of house decoration type thing that I'm loving this month is this. And this is my little cute romantic ring holder that I got from Bed Bath & Beyond, and it is from Mikasa, and it's called Love Story. What I like about this is it's gorgeous, and I also have a picture frame that I think is either from the same no, it's not from the same collection. The picture frame is from the NYX collection, but it has the same idea of the little hearts with the swirl and all that stuff. And I bought this because it is a ring holder that I keep by my nightstand, and because I can put my rings on here and not lose them. My wedding rings and engagement ring, kind of important. When I take them off to go take a shower or put lotion on and things like that, wash the dishes, all that good stuff. I just needed a place that was their place to put them so I wouldn't lose them, because I know my luck. If I just set them aside on the counter, I would knock them into the sink or forget they were there or something like that. Here they have a home, which is wonderful. Something else from Bed Bath & Beyond, and this is going to seem completely random to have in a favorites video, but like I said, it's a little bit of everything. And this is one of 4 sets that we have. This is my pillowcase, but these are the Pure Beach Sateen sheet sets from Bed Bath & Beyond, and they're just lovely. When Eric and I were registering for our gifts and everything, we were, hemming and hawing and arguing about like what kind of bed sheets we want and all this stuff. And I actually ended up purchasing a set of these for my bed when it was still my bed, before he moved into my bedroom. He stayed in the other bedroom, and I got these, and he tried them out, and he was like, "Wow, I actually think I like these better than the sheets we registered for." So I was like, great, because I love them too. They're super, super soft, and they're heavier. They're not like flannel sheet heavy, but they've got a little bit more weight to them, and the weight with the softness just feels so good. And it keeps me warm at night, which is really important because I get cold so easy, it's ridiculous. And I don't know, I just thought that these were worth a mention. They're a little on the pricey side, but in the grand scheme of sheets, they're not really. It's $79.99 for the queen size set, which includes the fitted sheet, the sheet, and 2 pillowcases. But these are just wonderful sheets. And so if you need something a little bit different and you want to feel a little bit luxurious without the price tag of luxury sheets, this is definitely the way to go. We have these in like a pistachio green, a nice deep crimson red, the purple, and then a cream colored. And we love them. That is all of my favorites for the month. I'm sorry this video was a little bit long, but I had a lot of things I wanted to talk about. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down there, and feel free to comment below letting me know what your favorites are this month, and I will see you all next month. Have a wonderful April. Bye, guys.